hi, hello, and howdy. I'm Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. And we're here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting with a couple items from AliExpress. Middle of the night Mushy decided to do a little bit of shopping, nothing too major, but I wanted to share with you guys what I did get and see what you think. I will leave prices somewhere around here, and if you want to, if you're inspired by anything you see here, you happen to be going over to AliExpress for something else anyway, to go shopping, I will leave affiliate links down below if you want to help a channel out with, by shopping when you are already going to be shopping anyway, and it costs nothing out of your pocket. It's just, it lets them know I sent you, and then they show their appreciation with a little bit of commission or kickback that I can then reinvest in the channel and bring you more goodies like what I'm about to show you. Okay, so there's that. I want to show you guys what I got. Let's get into it. Okay. All right. Oh, where to start? I'll just start with this because this is like the only thing I'm a little bit questionable about. So this is a fairy dust drill baggie. This is supposed to be, it says it's 10 grams of squares. It's DMC 3371. It's kind of like a dark chocolate, dark chocolate brown fairy dust drill. The bag looks a little dusty. Fairy dust, dusty, okay, but you know what I mean. Let me be right back. Let me get a tray for you to look at these. Okay, so I just grabbed a little generic boat here and poured them in so you can see. I do see the speckles of fairy dust in there. Do you see them? They're almost copper colored. Not overwhelmingly. I mean, from a distance it's hard to see, but then up close you can see it. There it is. Yeah. Not the sparkles that are embedded in this little tray, but the sparkles on the actual embedded in the drills. Yeah. Those gold flecks in the tray are not from the drills, just to be clear. So, yeah, I did get these because I've been working on a lot of squares lately. No, we had a jumper. Be right back. I must find it. Okay, found it. And there it goes. In with this, friends. All right. So, yes, these are resin drills. They are squares and they are fairy dust. But I have a special project coming up in the future in mind for this. And so I got these, but I kind of want to weigh them because I thought maybe there would be more for 10 grams. I thought it would be more, but maybe that's just me. These were only $2.30. I mean, I think this for being squares, I think this might be $2.30 worth, maybe. Let me weigh these because I'm nosy. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm happy to report that this baggie of drills ended up weighing 12.2 grams, and I'm going to attribute 2.2 grams to the baggie plus these thick stickers on here. So 10 grams approximately of drills. That's, if you're curious what 10 grams of square fairy dust looks like, there it is. So, okay, I'm happier now. All right, so I did get that. And then you guys probably already kind of seen from the thumbnail. Now, this came separate. This stuff came together, and then this came in a bag separate, even though it was one order. And when this arrived, you guys, look what happened. We got some boo-boos up in here, but that's all right. This is double-sided adhesive canvas, which I'm fine with. I don't have a preference one way or another whether something's double-sided adhesive or glue. I like them both, kind of like I like squares and rounds both. So there's that. What I am concerned about upon unrolling this is wow, whew, is the how wrinkly it is. This is a really stiff canvas, so you can hear it. It's really stiff and like starchy feeling, and this might need a little finesse here. I feel like this has been, it feels like it's been maybe hiding in a special spot for a while. You know what I mean? Like it's been like in the warehouse for a while or something, rolled up. And when I tell you what it is, if you haven't seen already, you might probably assume why. I think it's because of the nature of the nature of the content of the canvas is a little dated for some, but for others like me who are super fans, it's never too late for these paintings. So what we did get in here was a kit and a packet of drills, which we'll look at in a second. But you guys, I do have an inventory sheet, so I'll be able to show you the inspiration art. But we have here a 40 by 50 Buffy the Vampire Slayer canvas. Yay! I don't know about you guys, but I was a super fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My VCR, if you don't know what a VCR is, I'm sorry. Just think prior to DVR. Something more antiquated than a DVR that recorded your shows for you on a almost like a overgrown, oversized, adult looking like a cassette tape, but bigger and chunkier and in a machine that you had to set timers with buttons. It was awful. But I was a huge Buffy fan, and on nights that I was in school or working, I would tape it. I would tape it and watch it. So when I saw some Buffy the Vampire Slayer canvases, I wanted to get them and check them out. And here it is. I wish it would have come in a little bit better condition. You know, instead of being shipped in a bag where the ends could get crinkled. Now, this crinkly mess I attribute to the substitute post person who just unceremoniously shoves packages in my mailbox, whether they fit or not. And I'm guessing that that's what happened. One end was from the back of the mailbox, and the other crinkle on that end was from the front of the mailbox when they tried to force it shut. But ultimately, AliExpress sent this to me in a bag, and that is their fault. So tit-tat, you know what I mean? But yeah, it looks like we have 22 colors. And did I get this in round? Yeah, 22 color round drill, 40 by 50 it says, and there's the thumbnail. We'll look at the inventory sheet for a better look at the picture, but here are the drills, the DMCs, the labels, the table, and it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 ABC. We do have a little kind of hiccup here. Instead of a 2, they gave us a Z, so that's kind of nice in a way. Kind of negates some confusion. I see light on dark and dark on light, so I shouldn't have any problems seeing the art there. And then we'll look at the toolkit. We came with some chintzy silver needlepoint elbowed tweezers, a pink diamond painting pen, got some baggies, and a little long neck boat of pouring, and some wax. That's the basics of what you need to diamond paint. So it came with everything we needed in that department. Let's check out our drills. I see baby trains. I'm not a super fan of, but that's a baggie with handwritten stuff on it. Okay. So we have one Ziploc baggie with a handwritten number on it. So this is number 4, I guess. No. Let's see. DMC 3860. Are you on here? You are. You're K. Interesting. All right. So maybe they were missing that number, and so they threw whatever. That happened. I've never seen that before, but that's okay. And here's our inventory sheet. It is just a plain paper inventory sheet, but that's okay. I have Xyron sticker making little machines, if you will, of goodness that I can make the stickers for my containers and make this a sticker for my logbook. There's the image. I think this was likely one of the posters for the show, and maybe cover art for the eventual DVD, you know, set, one of the seasons. This was the representative photo. And I thought, you know, pretty simple, would probably be okay. And then here's the tabley label situation. As far as the drills and colors, they are my favorite color palette type situation. We do have some like purple mauve situation. We got browns, grungy browns. Here, almost like dirty, kind of dirty rose and mauve. Probably got a lot of 310 up in here. It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, lots of baby bags of that. Yee! And the bags, the little trays in here are not very nice and neatly placed in here. It's kind of thrown in here. Some of them are pretty like tangled up and crunched up, but I do see a lot of 939 in here too. And then we have some more beige, khaki colors, some browns. Yeah, this color palette right here, that's my love language. So yeah, I'm happy with the color palette. I do really want to see, I want to hear without crinkle. Okay, got through that. But I do really want to see what the canvas itself looks like. Only light pad I have available at the moment is an A1. And you guys, I really don't feel like busting out the A1 right now. So let me see if I can I work some magic? Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes, folks. We're going to try this. All right. I want you to be able to see the canvas. So I'm going to try to light some of it up from the back and get it in frame with my ring light. So we see the word Buffy up there pretty clearly. Does look like we have guide circles. And now we're getting a look at her face. That looks pretty clear on the canvas. Whether or not I got this big enough to make a clear cohesive image, we'll see. There's her stake, and the rest is just kind of dark background that swallows her up, you know what I mean? But I wanted you guys to kind of see what the canvas looked like, and I'm sorry I didn't have a free light board to light it from behind, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, anyway, the drill packet situation does come with identifying information here. So if we want to store these drills separate from the canvas, which I will be doing because I'm going to lay this under weight and see if I can press it flatter, I can just roll these back up with some more crinkling. And it's already labeled for me, so no additional notes needed unless I want to put them on there. And knowing me, I probably will, because I'm kind of like that, and I forgot to put this back in there. I will do that later. I'm done with the crinkling. The other thing I got was this nicely rolled around, oh, you can't see, nicely rolled canvas around a foam little board here. There's some clear rubber bands holding this in place around the foam core, which is nice. Let me put that there so I don't lose it, because if I lose it, the dogs will find it. We don't want that. And this is the drills, and these, how about these are the drills? English is hard. And this is the kit that it came with. But I want to look at this canvas. I want to show you, and I want to see. So I'm just going to start opening this up, and this is another 40 by 50. Now, was that, yeah, see, this one says it's 40 by 52, but look at the difference. Well, that's something else I did forget to do because of the white cover that's on here. It's not going to be super accurate, but let me just, yeah, this is 35. Okay, so we lose 5, and see, it's a really good example of just like how much of an impact it can make by 46. So we lose 4 centimeters on the, well, actually, I was starting from the tape. I can see the edge of the canvas there. Let me try that again. Sorry. 45, that's what I thought. So we lose 10 centimeters again, about 4 inches of drill field space is lost to border on this particular one. This is supposed to be the same size. It's a 40 by 50, but you guys look. If you think that, you know, oh, a couple centimeters on the each axis isn't really going to make that big of a difference, we're not losing that much. Look, like here's proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? In terms of like, think about that. This is the size that the Buffy canvas is supposed to be, the drill field size, and it's actually the drill field on this one, the 40 by 50, is the size of the entire canvas. Look at what a difference that can make. But yeah, we're gonna unroll it here. Look, we have a very angry, you know, this is a baby clown. We do have some Pennywise elements. The only thing that is a little sus is the blue eyes, but I believe there's like a huge percentage, most babies maybe are born with blue eyes, if I'm not mistaken, or a majority of them are. So maybe it's still got those baby blues, right? But here he is. He's looking grumpy. He's not even smiling. This is a very grumpy baby. I just saw this, thought it was really cute. Wanted to check it out. I'm trying to get it, you know, without all of the glare for you, but there you go. And his little hands and balled up in a fist. He's about to throw a fit, you guys. He's about to throw a tantrum. Now, the first thing I'm noticing while I'm going to peel this back is that this is a stitched edge canvas with scallops to help prevent fraying and such. We do have 28 colors. And I'm gonna see here, I do see some wrinkles, like almost straight down the middle, a little bit of wrinkling going on there in a couple places, which I think is interesting considering it's a felt backed also. But it is one of those stiffer canvases that, you know, it feels like it just maybe has a thin brushed back, if that makes sense, like a little fabricy backed, but it, you know, at its heart, at its core, it's one of those scratchy type of situations is what it feels like to me. It does hold a little bit of shape, but it is malleable as well, so not as stiff as this one at all. This one's less stiff. And like I said, 28 colors. We have thumbnails and tables on the bottom left and upper right. And if you need the serial code number situation, there it is. And we'll take a look at this thumbnail there, so you can kind of see clearer what we're looking at. Look. Oh, he's so angry. He's so angry. That's when you send them back to their parents. When their face starts looking like that, that's when you call mom and dad and say, come pick up your kid. Grandma and grandpa, aunt and uncle, whoever you are, we're done. Whoever we are, we're done. And you need to go home now. And it looks like our table kind of, I mean, it is alphanumeric, but it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit because they start 1 with number 2, and 2 is 3, 3 is 4. Might get a little bit confusing in the kit up process, but, you know, not insurmountable. And I'm looking here, before I go too far, this 5 looks a little sus to me. Maybe not in the camera, but to the naked eye, it looks... Excuse me. To the naked eye, it looks a little bit sus to me, but we'll see. Possibly this A, we'll take a look, and maybe this S down here will look. But if you look down here, it looks like we have 2 fairy dust drills. Yes, you guys, this kit has fairy dust. So the T and the U are our 2 fairy dusts. So let's go ahead. I want to get out before we look at the clarity of the canvas and the legibility, I want to kind of get those fairy dusts out for us to take a look, and we can maybe see while we're analyzing the canvas where these fairy dusts are going to fall at and how many did we get. Now this is nice. It looks like we have some nice, thick, sturdy, individual Ziploc baggies. Each baggie has the DMC and its weight. That'll be helpful for when we kit up. So these, I guess, do go by DMC. Some are, ooh, that one's really full. Sorry, I got distracted by the fat sack. All right, so 3078 and 740. So let's see, 3076. We didn't put them in the end, did we? Nope. 30. Did we put them in this end maybe? Let me get out the inventory sheet. We can look at that too. Oh, I guess we're digging. 3070. Oh, shucks. 740. You're not in here. Hello, fairy dust. Are you hiding from me? And then the other was 3078. So we're looking for a yellow kind of cream and a orange. I'm scared now because usually they stick them in one end or the other. Did I really just say that out loud? Ugh. And if not, then it's in numerical order. And okay, well, it was until it wasn't. So here's a cream. Aha, found it. Oh, I got scared for nothing, you guys. Ooh, I got nervous. The bags were not fully in numerical order. Half was, and then it broke and flipped around, and then the other half was. So anyway, I know that made a lot of sense, but it did to me. So here are our 2 pixie dust drills for this painting. Not too many of them. There's a very like curdled, creamy, slightly yellow tinged, and then we've got our 740 orange. That's like an obligation in any kind of special drill project. There's always a 740 family, whether it's 40, 41, 42. Oh, almost always. And then we have a paper inventory sheet. Let's take a look. There's our thumbnail again. You get a clearer picture of what we're looking at. That very unhappy baby Pennywise. Then a table that we can turn into stickers for our containers. And it does show how many drills that we will have and the weight of each bag. So, all right, handy dandy. That way, if we want to store our drills separate, we can. So that's also very nice. Now, I want to find out where these are going to be. T and U is going to be our special drills. And then I kind of wanted to see if 5, 8, A or S was going to be a problem. So let's take a look at the canvas for clarity. There's 5s. 5's not a problem. It's right up here. There's some 5s, not a problem. 8s, there they are, not a problem. R, I don't remember if that was one of them, but that's not a problem. And T and U, there's U. Oh boy. So we're seeing some of that fairy dust right up here in the hair line where the light's going to be bouncing off. I see S's right there, also not a problem. So that's good. Now let's see if we can find some U's. That's going to be a creamy color. If I was a creamy color, where would I be? I was thinking down here in his little, outfit, but I don't see the U. Yeah, I do. There's U's there. What's the other one I'm looking? Oh, T. Herp derp. So yeah, I was right. They're going to be right here in his little outfit. And a little accent over here. But really, that looks to be about it. I may replace the blue in his eyes with some special, maybe some ABs, some yellowy, orangey type of situation. But it doesn't look like that other T. That T fairy dust is really present anywhere else. Is that really all we get to do with it? There's literally on this entire canvas 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 of the T fairy dust, that cream color, on this entire canvas, you guys. That's the only... Wow, that's kind of... I'm sorry, that one's a little disappointing. And then the only U's fairy dust right here is kind of right here. A couple sprinkled right there. Maybe there's one right there. And it doesn't look like there's a couple in the tip of his nose. And that's it for the other fairy. A couple down here in the other little ball here, but that's it. That's like all we get to use the fairy dust for. Oh, missed opportunities. There's his cheeks or his eyes. There's a lot of opportunity here, and well, this kind of makes me sad. Well, you know what? When one door closes, another one opens. So they kind of closing the door for the fairy dust usage. So that just opens me up to put some ABs of my own in here, which I think I may do. But yes, cute image. Couldn't pass it up. Here it is one more time. And let's take a look at the back of the canvas. Yeah, see, that's really strange. How did it get so wrinkly being wrapped around this foam board? Okay, kind of interesting there. Hopefully that won't affect the canvas when we do it. But I wanted to look at the color families while we're here. I do like when they do this. They fill these bigger baggies instead of multiple little ones. But we got $9.39, our dark blues there. Here's some brown. Got the brown family coming in. We got gray. We got blue. And here's another pretty predominant blue. It's a pretty full bag. There's our rock stars right there. I guess if we can call them that. There's not going to be too many of them in the painting. Sad. That makes me... Oh, this is brown. Pretty sad. We got a cream color over here. Got a red. Some more brown. Lots of browns, which I kind of wasn't really expecting either. This is kind of a brown red. We got a peach. And we got some gray. Gray. And some, that's kind of peachy brown. It can go up there. Here's some more blue tones here. There we go. I was like, that's a lot of like brown happening in this, you know, little diamond painting that, I don't know, seems, I don't know, out of place a little. I'm gonna flip it around and look again. There's another, it's 938, 939's friend. But here, you know, it kind of goes right there. But here's our color palette for this diamond painting. I'm seeing blues, grays, pretty heavy here. Obviously, you know, the 939, 938, dark presence. We've got some brown accent colors and a little bit of some maroon here and peach there, but predominantly gonna live over here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This is also another heavy hitting color, this kind of ballpoint pen blue, navy blue, if you will. Well, I'll clean this up and then I want to look one more time at the canvas and kind of get an idea about these browns. P.S. Missed a color. Here's one. A little lavender. Kind of doesn't really go anywhere. Lavender all by itself. Okay, got that crinkly mess all cleaned up. So I want to take a look where, because I maybe in the hair, maybe it's accenting in the hair where the hair kind of goes from brown to red a little bit. It's where the brown might come in at. I'm not sure, maybe throughout here and some of the shading and shadowing in his little really angry, kind of really disturbing face. Look at his 5 head. Oh my god, that's like a 6 head. That's not even a 4 head or a 5 head. That's a 6 head. That's crazy. But yeah, this was cute. Creepy. Couldn't pass it up. So there you have it. So I'm cleaning up and I'm thinking and reflecting of the two canvases. I think I'm getting a little spoiled because I was really excited about this one, but the fact that it had fairy dust, I was like, yay. And I mean, I forgot to tell you, but I'm sure it was on the screen. $9.39 for this diamond painting, and the Buffy one was $6.72. So pretty decent prices, right? But you know, I saw fairy dust, and I'm thinking, ooh, I get to, you know, do an AliExpress, you know, self-contained bling mint system. But it was kind of a little bit unimpressive. My advice would be, I mean, this is just one example out of the many that are on their site, so who knows if all of them would be like this? Probably not. But to me, I felt like they could have done more with it, given me more places to put that, you know, fairy dust bling. It's only literally, what was it, 10 or 12 of the one, and maybe two 3 dozen of the other, and that's it in the entire canvas. That's kind of disappointing when you're like, yay, I get to explore fairy dust. Never had them before, never did them before. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be so beautiful. And then you're like, oh, but I'm hardly going to get to put any on the canvas at all. So my advice might be to consider, if it's within your budget, especially if you're going to get this canvas, if there are parts that stand out to you that you would like to enhance and emphasize, maybe check out their fairy dust drills or ABs or whatever kind of enhancement drills that you like, and add them to the cart in a color that you think would go well on the canvas, and add some extra bling, because that was a little disappointing that it came with such little bling. I mean, yay, it came with some, but I mean, in that whole big canvas, that made me a little sad. And then, I mean, they both had their pros and cons, because then we've got this Buffy, awesome, freaking, you know, iconic character that I get to diamond paint. Hopefully I got it big enough. I'm a little nervous now that I might not have, because we got, you know, the 4 inches of drill field space taken off to boot, on top of the fact that I got it in 40 by 50. We'll see how she turns out. I maybe would, if I could go back in time. Oh, now I got that Cher song in my head. Ilene, are you singing it? If I could turn back time. That one. Anyway, if I could turn back time, I would probably go with a bigger canvas for one, especially knowing that our drill field gets absorbed by frame material. I'm a little nervous about that, but super excited. And I was bummed about the condition it came in, with the crinkly edges, but it already is starting to kind of iron itself out a little bit, just being out. So I am pretty confident that we'll make some pretty solid smoothing improvements with putting it flat under pressure. But yeah, you guys, that is everything that I got. Just these 3 little things. Wanted to check it all out and show you guys. So thank you so much for looking at these with me. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Are you excited about the Buffy? Did I go too small on that one? And what do you think about this little clown? And was there enough fairy dust included, you know, for them selling this as a fairy dust kit? I mean, considering that the prices, you know, were really reasonable, $6.72 for the Buffy and, you know, $9.39 for the little baby clown. Should I have expected what I got, or am I spoiled and expecting more than I have a right to? I don't know. You tell me in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Stay naughty.